Want to stop juggling spreadsheets, calendars, and a dozen apps just to run your rentals? Lodgify makes it easy. It's an all-in-one toolkit for hosts. Build a direct booking website, automate guest messaging, and keep all your channels in sync. Running your rental business your way has never been simpler. And for Good Morning Hospitality listeners, you can get 20% off any yearly plan with code GMH20. Just check the link in the show notes to get started today.
Welcome to Good Morning Hospitality, your one-stop shop for the latest news, noteworthy trends, and thought-provoking discussions across the industry. From hotels to short-term rentals to all things travel and hospitality, you'll find each episode equips you with the information that you need to start your week. Join us on Good Morning Hospitality every Wednesday, wherever you get your podcasts. Good morning!
Very good morning to you, and an truly early morning energy for you, Sarah.
Truly, I got my, I don't want to even show what I'm drinking, but I have early morning energy over here. Aloha. I should have started with aloha. Oh gosh, that's lame.
Yeah, because what time is it for you there right now?
Yeah. So for everybody tuning in, I am live from Hawaii, from Maui, and it is 5 a.m. So
5 a.m.
Yes.
Amazing. I just want to thank you for the commitment you have to our audience to get yourself up at 4 a.m. and be live and ready for us with your energy.
You see the behind the scenes. It's straight up getting it together until 20 seconds before we go live.
Her hair and makeup team just ran out of the shop before
I know. They were like, we got to go. Clear the shot. That is absolutely not what happened.
Well, tell me, why are you in Hawaii right now? What's going on over there that you're live from Maui?
Yeah. So I think some of you all know, but maybe people don't know, but I actually do a lot of spokesperson work and I do a lot of TV segments. And one of my clients has sent me to Maui. I am here at the beautiful Westin Maui. And it's a stunning resort, but basically talking all about, the recovery as far as for those that might be aware, obviously last year there were big fires that happened in Lahaina, and it has been this recovery period since then. So kind of taking these sort of first looks, reminding people that it's okay, it's safe to come here, but they're also ready to have travelers come here. And by coming here, it's supporting the local community. And then just even hearing about the efforts from the hotels, they've done so much to really support the community. But they're eager to have people back. So if you haven't been to Maui, or if you have, and it's been some time, now is the time to come back. So
I have never been. I need to make my way over there at some point. My brother goes like once a year, and he was there right before the fires. And
oh wow,
so they were there 2 weeks prior.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's awesome. It's nice. It's stunning here. So, well, that being said, okay, we know where you are.
I'm in beautiful Miami in our content studio / office that keeps getting better. I love recording stuff in here.
I like the lights. I might need to have you come to my place and do the lights.
Yeah, we got the lighting, and over here we can't see. We'll figure it out. We got some on-air stuff. We got some good stuff in the wide shots that one day we'll have to bring in for the audience to see. We'll do some behind-the-scenes shoots for you all. But let's do our morning roll call. We know where we're at. Where are you all watching from? Jeremy?
Love this.
Good to see you. What is he saying? After talking about White Lotus a few weeks ago, that is a real reason that she is there.
Oh my God.
And then we've got Tanner watching, and then we've got directed by David. Hello from YouTube, watching live on YouTube today.
What's going on, David? Where are you joining us from? Tanner, I love that you said yes. Good opportunity for new awesome rebuild. Yes, all about that. We got Atlanta, Orlando. Yep. This is fun.
I've seen it. And they're here joining you, giving you that energy this morning that you will need to get through the rest of your day, because I know you have a busy day ahead of you.
Oh, it's not that bad, actually. We're good. Today's the chill day. Have you had a good week, by the way?
Alexandra in St. Pete. Good to see you, Alexandra. We love watching that you're here.
All right.
Oh, Miami. Home of the top 3 hotels in the U.S. U.S. News just came out with their top 50 U.S. hotels. It's not on our show list, but I made a video about it this morning. And number one hotel in the entire country is the
What is it?
Aquilina Hotel here in
Oh,
Miami Beach. Number two hotel in the whole country, Four Seasons Surf Club in Bal Harbor. And number
okay.
10, rounding out number 10, was the Faena Hotel. So a great list. 3 in the top 10 coming from my
Wait,
backyard.
that's amazing.
Yep, I'll share the
Very
link with
cool.
you. And if you
Okay,
haven't, go
yeah.
check out our socials or my socials. You'll see the video we made about the top 10.
Woo! We got a lot. Okay, good morning from Miami. We got a lot of good stuff. Oh, this is awesome.
Well, we got a good show, so let's start talking about what we got here, right? I
Okay.
think we should jump in.
Yeah, let's go ahead and jump in, guys. Okay, so this was interesting. I mean, kinda. So new research basically reveals that US travelers still have a preferred accommodation type. What do you guys think it is?
Vans.
Eh. No.
Hotels.
Hotels. Oh, yeah, wait, hold on. What was this? Isn't it still yesterday in Hawaii? Wah, wah, wah. Okay, you and Steve with the jokes. Steve's was like, what year was it? Year is it here?
Good dad jokes.
I know.
Oh, yeah, so we see this report that came out, and it's from the
Mhm.
American Hotel and Lodging Association, so maybe could be biased, we're not sure, but it says that
Yeah.
travelers' preferred choice of staying is in hotels. So when
Yeah.
they're traveling, they want to stay in hotels. Um, and it's saying here that the poll is from 2,200 US adults reveals that hotels remain the top lodging choice for likely travelers, attracting 71% of likely business travelers and 50% of likely leisure travelers.
I mean,
It
that's
makes
still,
sense.
yeah, no, it makes sense. No, it definitely makes sense. I mean, 50% of leisure travelers is, that's a big
There's
margin.
still another half of people. Where are they staying?
There's still exactly. Maybe they're staying in vans.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
like with us over at
What's
Tangy
your
Management and our vacation rentals, they might be
Yeah,
hanging with us. And with the morning show,
totally.
they always talk about some great things with the team over there in vacation rental and short-term rental world. But
Yeah, yeah,
look,
yeah, for
it's true. A lot of people are staying in hotels, and we see it more and more because, like, I think the standards are consistent. They know what they're going to
yeah.
get, especially if it's
Mhm.
a short trip or they want something like a special occasion. That's what we're seeing in those notes. But prices are increasing.
Yeah. So, I mean, despite like interest, inflation, all of that, I mean, people are the pricing has been a little bit. I mean, basically, what the study said is that people's preferred choice of accommodations are still hotels, but it kind of has dipped because of other things. They are being more creative and they're looking at other options for their stays. So 56% are saying that they're less likely to stay in a hotel because of inflation, and 53% said that they're less likely to just travel overnight altogether because of rising costs. So I mean, people are mindful. I get it. It
Yep. It's true. And I saw what Don said. These folks have never stayed in a vacation rental then. I think the
Yeah.
great vacation rentals do a great job, but there's some people who give the industry a bad name and they don't have a
Yeah.
great place and they get scared of staying in those places. But Don makes a good point there. Um, but look, what I also see, which I was surprised by, was the
Mhm.
cost of labor is going up. So that leads to
Yeah.
increased costs of the hotel rooms. But more and more people are getting a little nervous about travel, which makes me a little
Yeah.
nervous, right? Because they're not willing to spend as much right now. They're waiting to see what happens. Things are getting a little tight.
I mean, it's an election year. Everything's all kind of like, this is just historically this happens. You know what I mean? That this is just one of those years that everything's a little bit more precarious, from economy to this, that, like, oh, how are things going to be? Everything will bounce back as it always bounces back. So it'll be okay. I also think, what I actually think is because of this time is that people are looking to see, okay, where can we go? And I think as we get closer to summer, there's going to be a little bit of a whatever, we're going on a trip. So even if it feels a little quiet now, I think it's going to be sort of like a slingshot, like a rubber band. And everybody's going to be traveling this summer. I just, yeah, that's what my gut is telling me. So
I'm in kind of the same boat right now. We have spring break coming up in March for my kids. We
yeah,
haven't made a decision. Last year, we had to book like 6 months in advance. We knew where
yeah.
we were going. This
Mhm.
year, we're like, a little on the fence. Like, all right, where are we going? How do we stretch that dollar a little bit more? Where is it going to be a great experience that we know we're going to get some good service and hospitality, but we haven't pulled the trigger yet. So I'm still dragging my feet a little bit.
Yeah. Well, Maui, aloha. Aloha. Anyway, yeah. Point is that there are options. So and people are just getting creative. And at the end of the day, maybe it means just a road trip. People don't have to think like, oh my gosh, we have to go to Thailand and it's going to be a long trip and then this and that and super exotic. I mean, look, if you can do it, sure, why not? But you can create a fun vacation pretty much in your backyard.
Yeah. The other interesting part from this survey, which I just always smile at, was the technology part.
Yeah.
It says 35% of people, they're still searching for high-speed Wi-Fi as their top technology amenity. That is crazy to me. Come on, hotels. Let's step it up here. It needs to be offered. We can't have people go into hotels complaining about Wi-Fi. We have plenty of technology that we can implement. And I know that some hotels say it's a big cost. We have to rewire all the rooms and we have to do all these things. At least make the sections in your hotels that have some high-speed Wi-Fi. And Christopher saying, I always look at vacation rentals and compare to hotels, but I end up choosing hotels because of the sky-high fees associated with vacation rentals, which eliminate any value in the stay. The last time I stayed in the VR, I had to murder an intruder, a mouse. I didn't see that part. I was like, oh my God.
That is that is hilarious. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, everybody knows this. Both of us are super fans of all accommodation types. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just another way of staying. And I don't think that there's one way that's better than the other. I think it depends on where your location, it depends on how long you're staying, it depends on how many people, the experience that you're looking for. So I mean,
I like the other part of this too was that the technology was that 14% of the people wanted keyless entry or mobile check-in, and that keeps going up. And I've experienced that now. And since I'm in both worlds in vacation rental and hotels, I loved it because when I went to Disney, I didn't have to stop by the front desk. They just sent me the code. I went to my door and I was in my room. So I love that service. That was great.
It's definitely nice when it comes to that. And I have to say,
Tanner saying, what did Tanner say? For boutique places off the beaten path, Starlink from Elon Musk for the high-speed internet win.
There you go.
I haven't tried that yet, but I like that.
Yeah, I actually haven't tried it either. Maybe I should.
All right.
So cool. Yeah, no, I love this. And by the way, just to shout out for the Wi-Fi, I think by hotels that are also accommodating to business travelers and maybe conferences, they're absolutely more sensitive to that. The Wi-Fi here is amazing. That's always the thing that I'm concerned when I'm traveling for these things is I'm like, ooh, I hope that Wi-Fi is going to hold me through because I'm connecting through so many different with so many different businesses. So shout out to the Westin Maui, by the way, for that. So you guys, Wi-Fi on point. Always great. Okay, let's talk about luxury hospitality's secret sauce. And we're not talking about Thousand Island dressing, although I am a condiment person, so I'm definitely all about that secret sauce. By the way,
5 a.m. here, ladies and gentlemen. 5 a.m. Sarah we've got right now.
Spouting knowledge and gems. No, but what I loved about, and we talk about this all the time. So, this was a recent article that came out on, what was it? Oh, it was on Skift. It was recent, which is why I shared it, but it's not new to us. For those of us that are in hospitality, we definitely know this, but they basically talk about true luxury doesn't come from glitz. It's generated by the 10% extra effort a team delivers beyond already high standards. And I love that because it is true. I mean, things can be, this particular article was talking about how a travel blogger had recently stayed at a resort, a really nice one, in a room that would normally be
a night.
Yeah, $3,000 a night. He had a broken fireplace. There was no hot water. He needed Advil. They didn't have any of these. But the thing that really got him was that no one would take ownership and address the issues, either with creative solutions or even just a reasonable, hey, this is how we can make it better. And that is That's so huge. Like, you have to take ownership. It's
Yes.
fascinating. I mean,
I
have
think
you been seeing this, that, like, there's sometimes, like, when you're traveling that, people are just like, "Meh," and you're like, "Well,
yeah.
that's not exciting."
And part of what I do is help hotels improve those standards. And so I go to these places and I just kind of ask some basic things. And I won't name the hotel, but it's
No
top
matter.
rated hotel.
Yeah.
Get a phone call to the concierge. Hey, concierge, I'm having some trouble sleeping. It's a little loud next door. You happen to have a white noise machine? No, we don't have a white noise machine. Okay. You happen to have a fan? Maybe
I
I
was just
can
about to
make my
say,
own
do you
white
have a
noise.
fan?
No, we don't have a fan. But if you go down to the local CVS, they have some there, and you can go out and get it. And that was the conversation. I was like, man, if this is a big suite, again, probably about that rate, I wasn't paying for it. But you
Yeah.
go make a solution, find something. What else can I offer? Then I called back again asking if they had a phone charger. They did not, and said, "Sorry, we don't have it." When I know that they have a bunch of them in Lost and Found, right? And so all you gotta do is say, "You know what? Let me go to Lost and Found. I'm gonna grab one and run it up to that room." And we talked about this in front of all of their team and showed them and asked them what they could have done, and they all had great answers. So the teams know what to do. We just have to start empowering them and making that culture to really do it.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you worked in a place that does that, because I worked at Mandarin Oriental, where I think it was the
Mhm.
most fun, where we were all challenged to have little
Yeah.
cards everywhere. What did we
Yeah.
find out about this guest, and put it into their profile so that we
Yeah.
knew that, this person loved golf. So we'd have a golf magazine just waiting for them at breakfast the next morning for them to have, or we knew that this person loved a certain chocolate, we would have it for them. So there's all different kind of things out there. But what are you seeing out there, viewers and listeners? And while we're looking at what they say, how about you, Sarah? Because you worked in some of the best places as a concierge, so you
Yeah.
were actually frontline.
Well, I mean, and Jeremy, as a fellow Lake Lodore concierge, um, said he would go out of their way to find a solution no matter what. So, yes, shout out to all of our Lake Lodore concierge for going above and beyond. I'm still an affiliate member. Mm. But yeah, I mean, again, it's all about having that right attitude. It's interesting as far as like what I'm seeing in general. Um, it is a toss up. I definitely go to some places where I'm so impressed with what people are doing. And then there are many times that I go to places where it's just like, okay, that was pretty lackluster. What's this? Christopher said, luxury stayed at a hotel, had a book and a pair of sunglasses on the desk, went out to dinner, came back, and there was a bookmark next to the book and a cleaning cloth next to the
Yeah, little
glasses.
touches.
Oh, love
Small
that.
touch, and you still remember it. That cost them less than $1.
That was brilliant. Yeah, and that's the whole thing. It's just reminding people it's these small things that they can do. There's another part of this article that was talking about also like assessing candidates like as in employees, when you're hiring.
Mhm.
And obviously there are many factors, but I think the one thing that you want in a solid employee is finding the people that will do the right thing when no one else is looking, and somebody that is self-directed, self-motivated with this sort of moral integrity, and that makes all the difference in the world. I actually love that particular line because I agree with it
It's
completely.
100% true, and it makes all the difference. And Tanner saying, "Here, my wife forgot a dress for our stay at the Ritz-Carlton. A server at lunch sized my wife up, and she had fitted
Ooh,
cocktail dress with a signed note." Amazing. That is pretty
that's
amazing that they had the skills to do that and make it happen. And get
yeah,
the okay
that's
from their manager, right? From the server to figure out saying, "Hey, can I do this? Am I empowered to do this?" And then letting them do it. And you're here talking about it with the Ritz-Carlton on our show.
totally. Totally. I love that. I mean, and that's what it comes down to is making memories that, and there's an element of you don't have an ego in it. You might not be remembering the name of these employees. You might not even know who it was. It might have been housekeeping that left it like while you were not there. It's not necessarily about, oh, I remember that George did this. I mean, if you do, and there's sure, but it's about creating this experience that they will share at like dinner parties for the next 20 years on a live like this, whatever that might be. And those are the special moments to know that you're able to create that core memory for somebody that they will share it at a time when they want to talk about something. How cool is this? That's awesome.
Yeah,
I
I
love
love
that.
doing it. And good for us too. Like selfishly, it was more fun for us to be able to give those to guests. And I have 1,000 stories just like you do. And I'm thinking about some of them now just with the team. Like, what do you think they thought of that? Do you think they're going to maybe remember it for a long time or write a note? What do you think they thought about that? So I love that part. And I miss that with some of the team out there.
Totally, totally. No, it's definitely, it's great. So that reminder, surround yourself. I mean, if you're a leader and you're in a situation where you can employ others, surround yourself with employees or team members, I should say, that are self-motivated to just go above and beyond. And it's like the more you create that culture around you, the more magic that's going to happen.
Yeah, I love it. And if you're a leader out there, you can build that culture. You have the power to do it. You could start today and just say, you know what? We're going to start to pick one person out a day that we're going to wow on this property. You can do it. Little cost to doing it. And Steven Sinclair, if you're not using Bounty, right? That's the name of his company. Right? Am I right? A luxury property on our Lost and Found platform returns items to guests with a personalized letter and a gift.
So, no, and actually that, I mean, I know, like, and I know Steve Sinclair. So like, I love what they're doing. And because Steve really gets the whole storytelling aspect. And it's like, it's lost and found, you know, like, and I think that this is actually a really great opportunity to think of, like, we all know lost and found. How many of us have like dug through some random closet to find something, whatever, it could have been for a kid or this or that. But lost and found is not sexy. Like it is what it is. You left your stuff. We're going to get it back to you. But you can make it memorable. And it's all about finding these opportunities like Lost and Found to, as he said, send this personalized a letter and a gift. And next thing you know, you took this moment and you made it special.
Yeah, returning the item because you looked after them, you thought about them. I love it. Steve, we'll have to chat at some point. I got to learn more about what you got going on.
Oh my gosh, you have to. You guys will totally hit it off. So love all of that. So there you go. Bounty, check it out. So let's shift gears a little bit. Talk about, I mean, oh gosh, I feel silly that we're even like still talking about this, but our dear friends with Alaska and Boeing. Boeing, basically, their CEO has come out to say, hey, we are taking responsibility for the door plug getting blown out of the Alaska Airlines flight over Oregon earlier this month. And, you know, I mean, I get it. It's a tough situation. Look, things happen. Things that are made, like, it's obviously horrible situation. Obviously, it could have gone way worse. But I don't know. It's just, I mean, I understand that they're coming out and saying it. I mean, they're helping out the Alaska team, but what are you seeing with this?
Look, as a leader, it's hard because I'm sure now every eyeball's on your company. I'm sure he's had some sleepless nights, the CEO, Dave Calhoun, but he came out and said, we caused the problem. We did. Boeing is accountable for what happened. It's not Alaska Airlines doing something wrong because I'm sure Alaska Airlines lost a ton of business of people saying, I'm not going to travel on that airline with their doors flying off in the air. And so Boeing had to step up, and I'm sure government got on them. But it just goes again to showing the culture. Do you have the right people in the right seats? Are you short-staffed and you miss something when you're building these planes because this is people's lives in your hand? It's not like we messed up a plate at a restaurant. This is a way different level of hospitality. And so 100%. I think that he came out. Now we'll see if he actually walks the walk.
Yeah.
Puts in things to get his team motivated to really be the safest plane maker in the country, because that's what they have to do. And everything about that moving forward is what they have to do. It's going to be interesting to see.
Taking ownership. And I was just going to say that I had not thought about this before, but now just in considering our whole conversation of today's show, this notion of ownership and taking responsibility, kudos to him for doing that, because again, things happen, but it's all about taking the appropriate ownership and the responsibility for it. And obviously it's very challenging in these larger companies because you've got stocks, they lose value, you got shareholders, everybody's got, has vested interest. But at the end of the day, I think it's more important to take the high road and to take that ownership and then to make it right, as you said. So
just lucky that no one lost their lives in that accident.
Yeah.
Could have been much, much worse, right? I've seen these things end up terrible tragedies, but look, he's got to figure it out. They're building 38 of these planes a month. And so now they got to go back.
That's crazy.
they got to make sure that these are done the right way. They cannot afford to have another mistake because now they know. And so
Yeah.
I would see some way worse. I would say it's a crime, and now you know you have that issue and you don't figure it
Yeah.
out.
Oh,
Right. So
completely. And then for those that
yeah,
are keeping score, Alaska Airlines has actually resumed flying their 737 MAX 9s just as of this last Friday. So also can't fault them for that. Keep in mind, their 737 MAX 9s do take up 30% 30 of their fleet. So it's very important for them, obviously, to do so safely, but to resume having these planes fly because it's disrupting a lot of service. So obviously they're taking ownership as well for the fleet that they have and are making sure that everything is inspected to the T. So that's where we're at with that. Oh man.
listen, now way bigger news. Moving on.
Oh,
We have
way bigger news.
a
Wait,
huge debate that was
hold on.
exploded all over
Okay.
social media.
Not over.
And
No.
we have an answer here to the great bathroom robe debate. So, Sarah, you started this debate on your social media account that has hundreds of thousands of followers. And now there she is. In
All
the
right, guys.
Maui Western bathrobe.
By the way, if you listen to the audio of this, first of all, thank you. But also, you're missing out on so much of the fun. I am in a bathrobe right now. Yeah, the great bathrobe debate. Okay. So, first of all, as we're having this conversation, I want to know, do you guys like bathrobes or you're not really into them? Whether hotel bathrobes, we're going to talk about that. We don't need to know what everybody's doing at home. I mean, I'm excited for you, but yes. So what do you like hotel bathrobes? I am generally not a fan of hotel. Like, I'm not going to go put on a hotel bathroom robe when I'm chilling. That's like, I don't even think of it. I know I'm in one now, and by the way, it's a lovely one. And if you've ever worn the lovely Weston
I like it.
bathrobes,
Looks like a waffle
they're
one. I
fantastic.
like that one.
Yes, it is waffle. It's not too thick. I'm into it. But I see you laughing over there. Steve, let us know. Are you into bathrobes?
I am a proud bathrobe wearer,
Oh,
especially at hotels. And I
whoa.
like wearing them as I'm winding down in the evening. So I'll take a shower. I don't want to put on a whole new set of clothes. I'll put on that bathrobe. I'll walk around that suite and feel like the king of the world. And then
Yeah.
if I do like the bathrobe, I'll buy it from the hotel. I don't steal these bathrobes. I buy one from the hotel and I'll take it with me. So I have a collection of a couple bathrobes that are top notch from great hotels.
Oh my gosh, I'm loving these responses, which we're going to get to in just a minute here. We're going to talk about bathrobe etiquette in a minute, but so here's the thing. Historically speaking, I am generally not a fan of bathrobes. And so I posted about it, presuming that I would be in the significant minority, that most people love bathrobes. And I'm probably one of like 8% of people that don't really care about bathrobes. And I was very surprised to find on my social media feed that a lot more people were in the same boat as me. That were a
Like
little
50-50.
it
I
was
saw the
pretty much
poll.
50-50. It was interesting. And so
Thousands of people. And I was shocked.
yeah, it was very fascinating to see. Now,
We got Emily Goldfisher saying that she loved a hotel bathrobe and her favorite is from the Grand in York.
you
I
know,
got to check that one out.
no, we definitely have to check that one out. I think a lot of it, speaking from my side of things, on the side where you're like, has to do with bathrobe etiquette. And this also ties into, I know Jeremy said a comment here about, oh yeah, there we go. We got the Grand in New York. Jeremy said that comment, talking about, hey, not loving it when guests wander through the hotel lobby and restaurants in them. Agree. So I think my outlook towards bathrobes is probably coming from working at a hotel
Me too.
where you would like see like people walking around. So bathrobe etiquette. Number one, you don't leave your room wearing a robe unless like you're going to the spa or something like that. You should not be wandering around the hotel lobby or the hallway in just your underwear and the bathrobe. Agree,
Correct.
right?
Even at beach resorts. So I said beach resorts, I have the same thing because people are like, oh, I got my bathing suit on, I throw my robe on, I head down to the pool. The robes, here's what I like to say. You got a nice robe, you wear it in the room. You're going to the spa has your selection of robes.
Yeah.
Right? So you don't need to bring your robe down to the spa. They have a beautiful robe waiting for you. Do not come down to breakfast in your robe and slippers and champagne bottle from the night before thinking you're going to have mimosas in our restaurant. Not happening. So
Now,
that's what we got.
Does it make a good photo? Yeah, I'm into it for the photo op. 100%. It definitely but yeah, it is interesting. So number one, obviously be mindful of where you are in your bathrobe. I worked in city hotels and it would blow my mind when people would come down in their robes. I'm like, what are you
Especially because they have
doing?
people in their suits right next to them.
Yeah, like,
dressed to
don't
the
they
nines.
feel awkward? It's just odd. Then the other thing, which you had also kind of mentioned here, is, you can't just like take the bathrobe. Well, you can, but
Some
you
say
will
you
pay
can.
for
They'll
that.
charge you. Yes.
Yes,
But
you
you can
will.
ask
You
them. They'll
will.
give you a brand new one if you want. And
Yeah, definitely
a lot of
ask.
times they might even give it to you if you like it that much.
100%. It would be funny because sometimes I'd have guests that would be actually in my last hotel. Apparently, we did have really nice bathrobe. Apparently, we had really nice bathrobes. Not like I wore them when I was at the desk. Can you imagine? I'm wearing a bathrobe with my like golden keys on my lapels. No. So we would have guests that would ask us for them, but we would always have a shortage. So obviously, the initial thing would be is like you want to give a guest a brand new one, especially if they're going to keep it. But when we had a shortage, some would just be like, I'll keep it. Will you give me a discount? I'm like, good man. Yes. Yes, we will. We'll make that happen.
Yeah. And if you're lucky enough to be at a hotel that are changing out all their robes, I got some good ones from when I worked in hotels too. I just gave them away. Some nice ones.
What are you, like the bathrobe dealer over here?
I started liking them. I got my Mandarin Oriental one. I've got my Lowe's one. I've got
maybe
Nobu
that should be a
one.
side business for you. You just start
All right.
selling
So
bathrobes.
listen, hotels, you send us your robes and we'll judge them for you.
We'll do bathrobe reviews.
Bathrobe review. Let's do it.
Bathrobe review.
Segment.
I love it. I love it. I still can't believe I'm still in the bathrobe. But to be fair, I will be in the spa a little bit later today. So if you do follow on social media, I will be doing a full recap of that. Not in a bathrobe. Or maybe. Anyway, cool. Wow, we have talked about so many things this morning.
It's been all over the place. I love that we have like a little buffet of topics that we get to choose from every week.
Buffet or buffet?
All right, I'm going to get us onto our real-time recap segment. So tell us, what is something you experienced this week in hospitality or in your personal life that you liked?
Ooh. Me?
Yeah. My co-host, Sarah.
Me? I mean, obviously I'm biased here when it comes to where I am, but I definitely want to give a shout out to the Westin Maui. Kind of in planning everything, they had a driver pick us up from the airport, which I know sounds really silly, but our flight ended up being pretty delayed and we did get in late, but he picked us up when we like to drink certain drinks. And so energy drinks, by the way, I should clarify that.
Hey, you're not a big drinker. I've learned about Sarah. She's not a big drinker, but energy drink drinker, yes.
Yeah, exactly. Energy drink, exactly, especially for these crazy hours. But yeah, so we had just gotten in and we just didn't know what we were going to expect at the hotel. And the driver was so accommodating. We just stopped off at a store, picked up some extra things that we needed, and then continued on here. And it was so minor, but it really set the tone for like, good. Yay, we got what we need. We'll get there, we'll get settled, and we'll figure everything out. But also, I'll just give a general shout out to them for their wonderful hospitality. If you have not seen the suite that I'm in yet, you can barely see it here. It's called, I have to say it because I love the word. It's called the Hokupai Extended Lanai Suite. And there's only one of these suites here. It's suite 288. Don't come stalk me. I'll be gone in 12 hours. It's okay. But it's this whole extended lanai suite that has a fireplace, a little hot tub, a hammock, and the outdoor lanai is probably just as large, almost maybe larger than the suite itself. So really stunning property. So lovely to be here. And their warm hospitality has been great. So huge shout out to them. What have you seen on the streets, Steve?
On the streets of Miami Beach, I had one of the best dinners I've ever had was at Carbone, Miami on Saturday night. And it's one of major food groups restaurants. And, I was a little bit, wasn't hating on it, but I took my time getting there because there's so many flashy restaurants that you go to and you see pop up and you don't see great reviews. It's more about the flash and the celebrity and the ambiance. And I thought this would fit in there. And I walked in. You felt the energy right away. Great energy from the hostess. Smiled, welcoming, have your table, got us in there. Good music, good smells. But I got to give a shout out because usually these people don't get shout outs. Is to our server. Our server, Gio, made the entire experience amazing because I felt like I knew him when I left, but he wasn't over intrusive during our meal.
Yeah.
Right? He made the meal excellent for us. And I couldn't stop thinking about it the next day. So I wrote an article about it on the hospitalitymentor.com. You can check out the full article. But shout out to Carbone because you expect good food. You expect to have, good service. But really, he made it warm and genuine. So that's what I really enjoyed about Carbone.
I love that. And it's that reminder that restaurants too, like you can really excel and go above and beyond in restaurants, and it's not something to overlook.
There's little touches throughout the whole meal.
Totally.
It was great. It was excellent. I will be back. And I don't really talk about restaurants that much, especially ones that are a little pricier. Maybe it's like a one in a while thing, but I'm excited to go back.
And I like that you said that because that was one thing that would break my heart. Being very lucky and being totally transparent. Obviously, when new restaurants would open up in town, of course, they would want to invite the concierge. So I've had many opportunities to dine in wonderful restaurants as their guest, maybe restaurants that I wouldn't necessarily normally pay for at that time. And it would break my heart when I would hear about or see where they didn't deliver the service that they really should have, because knowing from the back end of things that sometimes people save up for months for this like really special occasion for this dinner, or it's an anniversary. And we always have to remember that in hospitality, that it might be really special. It might be a special occasion for them. So show up, be present, and make it special, even if it is.
I love it. Yeah. I think that goes right into our quote. Should I read our quote? Because I'm reading this book right now, and I think it's great. And I'm going to add this part. Service is black and white. Means you're doing your job with competence and efficiency. Hospitality is the color. That means you make people feel great about the job you're doing for them. So genuinely engaging with the person you're serving so you can make an authentic connection. That's hospitality. And that I want to get his name right because I always say it incorrectly. Will Idara. And he just wrote Unreasonable Hospitality. Yep.
Exactly.
So I'm reading it right now. I'm almost done. People have given me that book a bunch, so I'm a big fan of it. I actually teared up at the beginning reading it.
I know. I have I've got the book as well too. For those that I find it very similar in sense to Danny Meyer's Setting the Table.
Obviously, I like this one better because maybe I went through like a similar path.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like coming up through operations where Danny. Anyhow, we can talk about that the next show, but I really like them. Yeah.
Another show. Yeah. If you guys have favorite hospitality books, let us know. Maybe we can talk about them one day.
Yeah. And my brother David, I got to give him a shout out because he says, I'm watching this show from on top of a mountain via Apple Vision Pro. Will hospitality extend into this tech? We're going to talk about that the next show. Let's see if we can do that.
I'm into it. Maybe you have one. I'll have one. We'll do the show that way.
I think the Good Morning Hospitality should buy us one each. So get us that $3,500 each Apple Vision Pro. We'll
get right on that. Well, hey, this has been a great show. I know that we've gone a little bit over. Thank you to everybody that joined us this morning on the live, learning a little bit more about what we were talking about, what's going on in hotels, travel, all of the stuff. Thank you for putting up with me hanging out in a bathrobe for the second half of this show.
Yeah, I just think it's great. You look comfy in that room. You look like you're made to be in that robe.
I'm made to be in this room. That's for sure.
Yeah, and if you're listening to this on the replay, make sure to join us live Wednesdays, 10 a.m. Eastern or 5
Yeah.
a.m. Hawaii time.
Well, not every week from Hawaii, but yes, exactly. Do that.
Here on LinkedIn.
Exactly. And as I feel like I should appropriately say, mahalo.
Ooh, aloha.
Mahalo's goodbye.
Bye. And aloha is
And
good. Hello,
aloha.
right?
Hello. Yes, yes,
And
yes.
goodbye.
Ugh, I think
Want to stop juggling spreadsheets, calendars, and a dozen apps just to run your rentals? Logify makes it easy. It's an all-in-one toolkit for hosts. Build a direct booking website, automate guest messaging, and keep all your channels in sync. Running your rental business your way has never been simpler. And for Good Morning Hospitality listeners, you can get 20% off any yearly plan with code GMH20. Just check the link in the show notes to get started today.